Alright, welcome back to RPG Quest, and we are back. Game 217 in our list is Koudelka on the PlayStation. It's pretty good progress. I think we've got to be really close to the end of the game. I mean, there's not really many places left to get, but we're still in disc 3 of 4, so obviously we still have more stuff to do, but I feel like we're basically going to hit disc 3 probably within the next, half hour at most. Or disc 4, I should say. And then, who knows how much is on disc 4. Maybe it's just a whole bunch of FMVs. Looking at the map, there's not really many other places we can visit in this, this mansion, this monastery. So yeah, so let's get back into it. Let's go kill some tentacle plant boss dude, which is kind of where we're heading right now. Big room that we saw crack through, and it was like some weird tentacle boss. That'll be fun. Last boss fight was actually kind of a long one, actually. Just to unload the next save point. So the fights are definitely getting tougher, especially now that physical attacks aren't really doing much damage-wise. Hey Sev, how's it going? Good afternoon. Chapel. Yeah. 15 hours in. We're only 3 hours off, 2 hours off of our own personal timer. Although I guess a lot of those are due to I've only had one wipe so far, and anything else that required reloading was due to sorry, Doggo's being stupid, being due to crashes or freezes. It always seems to be like one time per disc it happens. Doing good, very good. How's the weather over there? Another nice day over here today. Spring's finally here. Took some time happening, but it's about damn time. That's awesome. Yeah, Twitch notifications. Ugh. We're seeing something new, but like Twitch has improved notifications by making them worse or something. When you caught the stream for another few hours, yeah. That's pretty I don't know. Twitch notifications are weird. I got notifications on a bunch of people, and yeah, they rarely work. Hey, Takata. How's it going? Yep, doggo. Doggo's being a doggo. I figure we're probably going to hit the 4th disc as soon as we go into this big room that we're heading to right now. This big room right below us, which I guess is the only direction we can go right now. As soon as we do this fight, I bet you it's going to be like, alright, insert disc 4. Not before. It'll be funny as soon as I go into here, it's like, insert disc 4. It's like, oh. Ugh, yeah. Bad time for allergies.
This must be the temple.
There's no way! If I put a bullet through it, it wouldn't budge. What are we gonna do?
How ironic to have made it this far and not have access to the temple.
Koudelka, Edward, you both must go now. It is my friend that is apparently responsible for this disturbance, and therefore I am partially responsible for this trouble. I have no intention of asking for your sympathy, and I'm in no position to plead for your help. So from this point forward, I can manage on my own.
Don't kid yourself. We didn't come along just for your sake.
No, Koudelka, you should go back now. It'll be far too dangerous.
Edward, you're the one who should go home. You were not meant for this world. Granted, you are a good fighter, having had plenty of experience, and I won't deny the fact that you have the killer instinct either. But when all is said and done, you are an average Joe. I am not. I was meant to exist in this realm. It's the only place I can carve out an existence for myself.
Quit lecturing me! I want no part of a lukewarm existence filled with regret. No. My way is to not worry about consequences, and to do whatever it is I want to do. Chance means nothing to me. Life's a gamble, and once you place your bet, you'd better play to win, or else you end up dead.
Edward, you really are ridiculous.
That's what they tell me.
Do as you like.
That I will.
Oh, suddenly when you feel like it, you decide when you can and cannot open doors?
Wait, there's a way. Remember when we were searching Patrick's mansion? There was various chemicals around. It may take some time, but I think I can combine the chemicals to make nitroglycerin.
Nitroglycerin?
That's great! We're talking powerful explosives here.
For this door, I think we'll need a full flask. Indeed, if I drop the flask before I return, I'll be knocking on heaven's door in a flash.
Nitroglycerin.
I go, and it is done. The bell invites me.
Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or hell.
James better not blow up. He's like the only dude who can do damage in our team. Oh, yeah, see, I was right. Disc 4. And it's like, man, there's been so many voiceover sections in Disc 3. It wasn't much in the way of FMVs, but it felt like we were probably like one cutscene away from the next disc. Yeah, how you like that new emote? Of course, now I gotta save, because it seems like every time I switch discs, always like the game freezes up shortly afterwards, which might be because of the disc change. So gotta make sure I save. Like maybe the first random battle after a disc change, or one or two random battles. It's like, I don't know, the PS3 doesn't like the disc change, and it just freezes up. It's trying to read a section of the disc, but it's trying to read a section on the previous disc. Maybe that's what's causing it to freeze or something. I don't know. But try save ASAP. That way when the inevitable freeze happens. Is there a temporary save in this one? There was, yes. Just make a temporary save here. And and you know what? Just for the hell of it, let me just reset the game. That way, try to preemptively stop the freeze from happening. Just reload off that save. Hey, Kamar. Powerful magic. Or powerful bomb. Because it definitely seems like every time I've had a freeze, and I think I've only had 3 freezes, and it matches up with 3 times I switched the disc. Well, 2 times I've switched the disc. I don't know. I think it's got to do something with the discs. Now we got to make some nitroglycerin. I mean, we have sulfuric acid. I'm trying to think if there's any other components I've seen for nitroglycerin. Let me take a look at my inventory. Oops. Let's see, alright. So we got tinderbox. I guess we could light the TNT on fire. A bottle of acid. Thanos' arm, I think we need to destroy Elaine's body. The mask isn't a quest item, and I still don't know what the hell this thing is for. I can't use it in battle, I can't use it outside of battle, I can't equip it. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what the hell this is for. There's no other... you got the tinderbox and the bottle of acid. So I'm gonna have to run around trying to find some random ingredient I've missed somewhere. Just see what happens. We can't do anything. I still haven't figured out what the X's mean on the map. Like some of them seems like, you know, that X just in that big room to the bottom right of us is the gargoyle, so there's an enemy in there. But the other rooms, I don't know. does it mean I still have stuff to do in that room? Like maybe those are the ones we have to go to? I mean, there's no rooms I haven't revisited, I don't think. Or the ones I can't visit, I should say. There's none that seem accessible. Like top right of that map there, there's two little things next to the gate. Those don't look like they have doors, so. No rooms here that haven't been visited. Yeah, I mean just the rooms with the X's in them. I don't even know where we're supposed to even make this nitroglycerin. Was there a lab anywhere? Or maybe I already have the pieces. I mean, I haven't used this acid for anything. I just don't know where I would even put everything together. Not the funnest part of, I haven't really done anything in this room, I don't think. This room was kind of like a dead end, maybe do something here. You can also go see Roger Bacon again. He seemed to advance the story last time. Maybe be like, oh, you need this. Bet you that's what we have to do, actually. Let's go do that. Before I start running around looking everywhere else. Save me, Roger Bacon. You know, I want to raise my... Let's try raising my my strength fortification. Like my buff spells. So I can't see my stats right now. So if I run into another enemy that's immune to magic, which I probably will, it'd be really nice to be able to buff the hell out of Edward, so he can actually do damage to his physical attacks. .64 damage isn't going to go very far. Really slow load times in battle really sucks. Hey, Madrino. Good morning. Or good evening, I guess, right now. Mighty Unbagel Deliverer. You've made a monster, Seb. Okay, so last time we did 64 damage. I'll see how much we do after we buff our strength up by maybe 9 by the time we... I mean, anybody who likes onions, obviously, is into some weird shit. Alright, so... Okay, so right now we have +9 strength. We did 64 damage last time. Let's see how much we do this time. For single hit, obviously. 75, alright. To me, this guy's just immune to physical attacks. Alright, guess we're using... Not immune, but very strong against them. You know, even though there's very little music in this game, metal music is just so catchy. You know, it's all you hear. It's got a lot of different like undertones. You know what I mean? It's not just your standard battle theme that you just. And I guess the battles do go a long time, so you get to hear more of it than just the first couple seconds over and over and over, like a lot of other games. Need to heal Edward up a bit here. Hey, Sunfall. It is indeed a great track. I mean, the very little music there is in this game is pretty good. Alright, I'll let Koudelka heal. I'll try to kill this guy. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of like Wild Arms. You know, it has that kind of the weird Western feel to it. I could see this being a perfect track for being in the Wild West and on horseback, riding through the sunset, you know. Wow. Punching does like nothing now. It's so ridiculous. Like, you pretty much have to have a weapon equipped, otherwise you're not doing any damage anymore. And he's at 99 strength, so I can't raise his strength any more than I have. Alright, let's check out what my experience is now in my magic fields. So close I am to raising my buffing spells. Good thing you can keep stacking those buffs, so you can make like an absolute beast. Keep throwing points into it. Heal harder. Do I raise his agility so he's faster? Or, I mean, right now he's got a lot of health. But, you know, if I ever want to, just for the hell of it, if I want to try the gargoyle boss, dude, he does like 5,000 damage in one hit. So we need to pump some more points in vitality. I've already got intelligence maxed out, so let's raise my MP, I guess. I've never put any points in luck, because luck is one of those mysterious stats that does something. And I hate that. Influted instrument? Oh yeah. Ancient Buddhist monastery. Well, we are in a monastery, so would make sense. I wonder if that rod gives us like magic buffs. It does. We do lose some agility, but I could care less about my strength. We do gain some vitality, or rather we get back some vitality, because I lost 4 vitality, I think, by equipping the shotgun. Dexterity, who cares? Agility loss kind of sucks, but I do get a lot of piety, and I get some intelligence, so definitely worth it as a magic caster. I still haven't found any piece of armor for... I had 1 drop of armor at one point before the game froze on me. Like another drop of armor. Like, armor is so freaking rare in this game. Of course, now my MP... I just leveled up, so... to level up again so I get my MP back. Yeah, my magic. Tornadoes getting close. Revive. I'm almost got. I don't. What would revive level 2 do? Can I revive 2 people at once? That'd be strange. I'm guessing revive level 2 probably gives you more health after you revive. It'll probably also cost a lot more. That's the one thing that sucks about leveling up your spells. I mean, it could potentially make them stronger, but you're raising the cost significantly. Like level 3 is 4 times as expensive as level 1. It seems to do the same amount of damage. It just has like a wider range of effect. So it's like you don't want to raise levels on certain things. I mean, heal's handy if you have 2 people side by side, I guess. Of course, the nukes could be handy if you've got a group of enemies, but if you're just trying to kill one boss, you're spending 4 times as much magic to cast a spell on them. So that kind of sucks. Alright, so fortify strength, we're a little ways away. I'm assuming that's gonna be the same thing once we level it up. We'll be able to hit multiple people with it, or maybe it'll just make it stronger. So buffing 3, it might buff like 6 or 5 even. Same fortify strength on Koudelka. Heal, still a little ways to go. The other ones I haven't really used at all. Now I'm using a dirk. Let's use a. Let's raise her. Let's use her rapier attacks, I guess. No, let's give her a gun. She doesn't need to be like a frontline fighter. Like a automatic pistol, rifle. I really wish there was a sword option in this game. Shotgun, lose her some vitality, and I don't want to do that. Bow gun can only attack once per turn, sucks. Regular rifle RD's better. You lose some magic points and some vitality. Pretty much all these lose you vitality. But I mean, you're not gonna be in the front line typically. Crossbow's a new weapon. Just like the bow gun, it's only one use per attack, but I have to like attack and then reload and attack and reload. I think I'll be using her mainly as a secondary caster. Edward would be like the only one who's going to be in front line, I think, because at least he can tank. It'll take a lot of time to raise her to the point where she would be able to do as much damage, or not necessarily as much damage, but just tank as much as Edward. Alright, so let's go see Roger Bacon. Let's just make sure there's nothing here. There's something in the shadows, but you can't see well. Maybe if you light a candle. We do have a tinderbox. Right. Lighting the candle upon used up your last match. Throw away the now empty tinderbox. And pick up the item. What is it? Got a life drinker? Is that a sword? It is. Necromantic blade that gives its user great power in battle. The cost of his or her life energy. I mean, I wonder how long this thing takes to break. If it would be like an unbreakable weapon. I mean, mind you, the Koudelka doesn't really have much HP right now, but it's tempting actually. But she does have level 3 sword, so. See how much, just out of curiosity, see how much strength it gives us. 134. I mean, that's probably the strongest weapon that we have for like melee attacks anyways. Yeah, the only thing that's stronger than that would be the bowgun and the crossbow, which are only usable for one out of every 2 turns, since you got to reload between turns. It's really powerful, although the vitality drop is kind of crap. Use some luck, lose some agility. So it's slow as hell, but beast. Hey, Tex. Got an ad twice? Yeah. Twice in a row. I just love that. It's like you get an ad and the stream doesn't load and you have to reload the page and then you get another ad. It's like, come on, Twitch. Gotta love when they do that. Alright, let's go see Roger Bacon. Cause I don't know how I'm supposed to make this nitroglycerin. It's like the only thing I even have as a possible ingredient would be sulfuric acid. Like, how do they normally make TNT or, well, I guess just regular NT, nitroglycerin? I mean, sulfuric acid is like hydrogen, sulfur ions, right? Oh. TNT is like, is nitrogen in there? So there's no nitrogen in sulfuric acid, so who knows? Alright, Roger Bacon is over there. Yeah. Roger, help us. Well, we've already unlocked the place. Why isn't it letting us like move the dolls again? Do we need to move them? Because usually once you solve a puzzle, it won't let you like change it. Oh. Roger, help us. What is that? It's a blob of... Oh, it's a cat. Kind of hard to tell. Alright, let's just keep buffing strength so we can get level 2. Have it cost twice as much, probably. See how much damage this crossbow does. Quite a bit. I mean, that cat is probably weak as hell, but... I gotta reload the thing. We got limited ammo, so you gotta be careful in using that. I think I've seen one random encounter that dropped bowgun ammo, but it's probably pretty uncommon. And reloading weapons outside of battle is a pain in the ass. I mean, it's a pain in the ass in the battle, too. Unless you could just use a turn and have it done automatically, but no. I like find the tool. Find the bowgun ammo. Oh, we got 46. I think we're good. Even if we used a shot every time we had a chance, considering you can only use it once every 2 turns, it would take a long time to get through 46 ammo, so we don't get any more. Where's the door? It's really annoying when you can't even see where the damn door is. In some of these levels, you have to look at the maps like, oh yeah, it's over here. But yeah, this is the one where we came down from above. No, it's right here. The comment is truly... Oh, there we go. James has decided to remain in the laboratory in order to mix nitroglycerin. Yeah, I guess this does look like a laboratory. You just had to bring him here, just mix it. Get all the parts.
I'm going to begin my work. Can you two wait for me here?
No.
And then, what happened to the girl Melanie?
She was gone the next morning. She left with practically everything in the room.
You don't have much luck with women, do you?
Well, you know what they say. The cleanest breakup is when a woman runs out on you.
What else is her statement? Oh, but you're lucky. I mean, to have so many people to kid around with. For me, I'm all alone. I've been all alone all my life.
What about your childhood?
Yes, I did have a childhood. I was born in a small town in Wales, right off the banks of the Talesian River. It was a small gypsy town.
Gypsy?
That's right, gypsy. We didn't call ourselves gypsy. We called ourselves Rom. See, a true gypsy is born under the blue sky and is destined to die under the same blue sky. It's gypsy law.
So then I guess you plan on dying underneath the blue skies.
Every gypsy is given a name at birth. My given name was Slato.
Slato? Mm-hmm. It's got a strange resonance to that name. What does it mean?
I can't tell you.
That too must be part of the law.
The law it is.
You know, ever since I met you, enigmatic, mysterious glint in your eyes. Man, it must be the gypsy in you. A glance from thy soul-searching eye can raise with hope, depress with fear.
Byron again?
Yeah.
You must really like him, don't you?
Yes. So I feel as though we're birds of a feather.
Then he must be self-obsessed as well.
I'd rather be classified as a romantic. My father was a strict man and couldn't forgive his son for failing academically. He blamed my failure on the time I wasted inventing adventures, dreaming of a utopian landscape. I was brought up to believe that dreams, the power of the imagination, as well as all the things I loved as a child, were useless, a complete waste of time. It was as if he was telling me I was useless. And then again, maybe just that. You know, I think I was probably born too late. By the time I was 15, everything there was to be done had already been done. The Western territories were colonized. The jungles had been explored. There was no wilderness for me to wander into. No jungles for me to cut my way through. I guess that's how I ended up roaming the country. Well, granted, I picked a few fights along the way, played with fire, gambled on my life a few times. But none of that comes close to the truth I'm searching for. I yearn for something far greater. I can't quite explain myself, but it's as though I'm on a quest for some intangible treasure of sorts. Koudelka, I envy you. You have psychic powers that few are blessed with. Being born a gypsy, you can choose to live how you wish.
And who gave you the right to act as if you figured me out? Do you have any idea how I was raised? You make me laugh. Adventures. Please, you haven't the slightest clue. Do you have any idea how much pain my psychic powers have brought me? My father died when I was only a child. I predicted the exact time, place, and ending of my mother's life. Imagine that, predicting your own father's death. No, I was cursed as a child, being given powers not meant for a child. And my mother, oh, she was so frightened and so full of hatred for me. She tried to kill me with her very hands. The gypsy elders got together and decided to excommunicate me. I was only 9 then. Do you have any idea how a 9-year-old child survives without the help of a living soul? Treasures, you must be joking. Have you ever cried and begged for your next meal? Did you ever sell your body, seeking shelter from the frigid night air? I used to be just like Charlotte. When she cried and said, "No one has ever loved me." Oh, her words cut straight through me. It was me she was talking about. Just like her, I wish that everybody would die and harbored a hatred for all mankind. But you see, Charlotte has made her peace and gone to heaven. Me, I'm still alive and still all alone. No one has ever lent a helping hand. No one.
Koudelka, you?
I am not as free as you make me out to be. I am a poor, dirty, ignorant woman who threw her gypsy pride to the dogs in order to live. But you see, even someone like me can do good. Because with my powers, I can help ease the pain of others. That's when I feel good about living. I don't need to be loved. I just want my life to have some meaning. And just want someone to tell me they need me. You. No way will you ever understand.
And it was a long
It's
cutscene.
done. It's completed.
And yeah, it's pretty good acting for PS1 era. Welcome everyone. Welcome anyone that came in during that super long cutscene. That's probably at least half of disc 4. Holy crap! Like, how long was that cutscene? I mean, obviously it was just voice acting. There was no like FMVs, but still, that's quite a bit of it. He just finished his work. You got nitroglycerin. Run to a wall. Completed. You probably walked in on them like completely naked underneath a sitting on like a bare rug. Nitroglycerin. Explosive compound mixed by James. Once lit, it can destroy even the sturdiest wall or gate. I'm assuming we probably shouldn't be running. Gotta walk slowly. Guess we get into combat. James gets hit. Kablooey. Not that he would ever get hit, considering he's in the back row all the time. That's when he's explored flashbacks. Yeah, pretty much, right? Just don't accidentally, like, just step off a small ledge and doomed. I had to make him watch behind the secret passage. Yep. Let's save and then try running just for the hell of it. I can't see the game just, you know, blowing us up if we try to run, but I ain't taking a chance. Although I guess this game does have the ability of skipping cutscenes, so it's not like, you know, we have to replay the cutscene, we wouldn't have to wait 10 minutes or whatever. Boom! Oh, that'd be hilarious. So I should have saved again there. So we're probably going into a boss fight as soon as we get into this place. Well, I think it's done 3 times. That small explosion doesn't seem like it would have done much to the door. It wasn't much of an explosion, it just... There's no, like, blast. But yeah, haven't had any soft locks. When I got to the 4th disc, because it seems to happen a lot when I switch discs, almost like the game's trying to read a different part of the disc. Maybe it's trying to read a part on the last disc and it's somehow freezing up because you got the new disc in there. So I figured just for the hell of it, as soon as I reached the 4th disc and I saved, I just restarted the game. I've only had a few random encounters since then, but no freezes yet, so maybe that was the problem, because it seemed to happen a lot after a disc swap, I noticed.
It's amazing.
So many tentacles. Pretty cool filter for PS1 games. I don't know. I like the old, you know, pixelated look. Anytime you throw a smoothing filter on, it just looks like ass. No matter what filter you would potentially use. I mean, obviously the in-engine, you know, PS3 filter is horrendous, but even like a good smoothing filter, which I don't know, just wouldn't look right. I like my game's blocky. Did I not turn it off? There. I can save again. I guess I thought we were gonna fight a boss dude, but I guess not yet. Yeah, some people like it smooth, but not me. You lose a lot of the textures and everything from the you lose that classic look, classic feel. Yeah, obviously playing these games with emulation and just increasing, you know, the internal resolution, the textures, all that stuff. I mean, can make the games look pretty good for PS1 games, but just not right. It's a whole different game. And like, it's rough. Yes, he does. Well, considering I just hit disc 4 as soon as I started the game, and it doesn't seem like there's much left on the map, then there's a pretty good chance I'm going to be finishing this game today. See a pipe organ carved with runes. Or with runes carved into the keys. Looks like there are only 4 keys that can be pressed. Isn't these keys read people? Secret, pain, and light. I remember there was a note that was about people's secret pain and light. Did I write that down? I did. Secret pain, people light. Secret pain, people. I'm surprised the game didn't just like tell you the answer, like all the other puzzles in the game so far. Upward sounds a reverberating tone. I'll have to eventually go try the gargoyle fight again. Maybe once I do another level or 2 of healing, of raising Edward's vitality, then I can go try that dude. I kind of want, like, I'm assuming the Saknoth sword is your reward for defeating the gargoyle. Because every time I've gone to that Saknoth sword, it's like, this sword is stuck. You can't get it out. Yep. Good old doggo. Koudelka's good at raising Edward. Alright, let's use some... I haven't tried my magic since I got this rod. It looks like a golf club. Keep her buffing. I think the thing that pissed me off the most about Brave Friends Musashi was the timers. Like the stupid Steamwood there. Ugh, the timers in that game just... Ugh. The controls in Steamwood was a pain in the ass, too. Hey, Franken. That's pretty good. We're definitely getting near the end of the game. Great acting in it. Oh, this is the crossbow. I had the bowgun a long time ago. This is the upgraded version, I guess. Just as bad, though. You can only use it once per reload. Not a feeling wholly unfamiliar to him. Yeah, like I literally hit the 4th disc as soon as I started the stream. And looking at the map, there's not much left of the map to explore, so... And we just had a pretty long, like, cutscene. I mean, it was all voice acting, but it was still a fairly long cutscene, plus we had some FMVs. So, they're going through the available disc data pretty quickly, I think. So I don't think it's going to be that long. I'm actually surprised I gave Sense Sega 4 out of 5. Right, everybody's strength boosted up. Gonna make Edgard Beast here. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Dun, dun, dun. I haven't played it yet. I will be playing it eventually. Since I'm playing the games in chronological order, Beggar Prince came out in, what, the 2000s? So it is on my list to play, it's just... it won't be for a while before we get to it. Genesis is one of those consoles that just had a lot of like really late releases, like unlicensed releases, but still official releases, so... There's 3 of them. There's Beggar Prince. There's what the hell? I'm trying to remember the. There's 3 games on the Genesis that I've yet to finish. Advanced to Star 2 was pretty good. 3 was 2 was good. Although some of those dungeons were kind of pain in the ass. Of course, 4 was the best. Yeah, doing chronologically makes it a lot easier to see the evolution of RPGs over time. I mean, you see a big difference anyways when you get to the PlayStation era, where you get a lot more like kind of mature RPGs. Because of course, you know, Nintendo didn't really have any of those come over to the States. Even Genesis, there wasn't that many. There wasn't really anything you would consider like a mature RPG. And at PlayStation, you get tons. You get a lot darker themes and like these kind of horror themed RPGs and that. So it's definitely a nice change. Yeah, the Dead Command will just get your list of all the games in order when they were released. Gotta find a replacement for PTPW. That was a nice one that, you know, you didn't have all the crap from Pastebin. My script just falls back on the Pastebin now because PTPW doesn't seem to be up anymore, so. 2001. That's Phantasy Star Online, I'm guessing. Let's get a capture card, try to complete every Genesis game. Else like Sharpie has the, you know, has the market share on it. Anybody could do it. Of course, he's getting pretty close to the ending. Like, I know Peebs is about 600 out of like 900 and something for his SNES games. Peebs is like over 70%, I know that much. And obviously he's got, you know, Sega CD, 32X, he's got Master System games to play as well. Then maybe at the end of that he'll be like doing Saturn, Dreamcast. Yeah, that sucks for him for the internet. I mean, it's a way to get rid of all those sports games because a lot of them. But yeah. It sucks to have his internet. When I was first deciding on, you know, what to do for a stream, I was toying with the idea of like playing every, you know, doing a console challenge as well, but like, you know, for like PlayStation or PS2 or something like that. Then yeah, just decide, hey, let's do something different and just do like a genre challenge. Hence, RPG Quest was born. Let's pump some vitality. I wanted to try using that sword. Got another B sword. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I guess maybe it's the area, like the wiring in his area, so it's not. You know, there's only so much they can do. But I mean, man, that just sucks. I have that kind of bad internet service. Let's these down. I'm assuming this is what opened up when I press those buttons. I didn't even go looking around, I just hit those buttons and then... Let's see if there's anything else around here for... I kind of want to go fight that gargoyle before we go deeper in. Oops. Tree of Life has stopped. Looking beyond the stained glass, you see a sheer cliff rising from the ocean. Tree of Life has stopped what? Stopped living? A 480 gigabyte SATA 3 SSD? Nice. I really need to upgrade to an SSD in my computer. It's just the thought of having to migrate everything. I don't know if he's doing PAL games. I think he's doing just, I could be wrong, but I think he's doing just North American releases. I mean, is the Genesis even... Is it even... Well, I really doubt it's region free, and he's playing it on a real Genesis, so... Short of getting a PAL Genesis or playing via emulation, wouldn't be feasible for him to do anything other than North American releases. Let's wait so I think get buffed first. He's like, nope. I'm out of here. Does never drive? I guess, yeah. Yeah, that probably has like a region bypass thing built in. Or region recoding. And 20 gigabyte SSD, even having a high performance 40 gig game on there is a pain, yeah. Oh yeah, if I had like an older console like that, I definitely would be getting an EverDrive. Too bad there's no like PlayStation 2 EverDrive. Of course, I have all the PS2 games I need for RPG Quest, so, and you know you can mod PS2s anyways, so. MAME challenge? That'd be pretty cool. Get yourself like a MAME cabinet. Yeah, I mean, I got my PS2 modded. I've got both the like the swap disc thing as well as the what's it called, the free McBoot thing. So if I ever get a game, a PS2 game that fails to load correctly, if the disc is damaged or something like that, I can always fall back. So it's good to have that, you know, that way to fall back if I get a bad copy of something. Like I'm honestly surprised so far with my PS1 games. I've only had one game that I've had like issues with. Well, two if you count Final Fantasy VII with the second disc, but other than that was Grand Stream Saga. Had 2 copies of that game, and both of them are bad in different areas. Like that's, what's the odds of that? If you pre-made PS2 memory card, yeah. And I even have my my PS2 mod. Like this is back when I, you know, had my PS2. Well, I still have it, but I mean, this is my PS2 I've had since the beginning, and I modded it so that you know, the top, it has like a pop top thing. It's like a fat PS2, but it has like, I modded the casing so you can actually pop the top open instead of having to use like a, you know, like a paperclip trick or whatever to to do the swap discs. I could literally just have to press the button to pop open the top, swap the disc, and then close the top back up without it thinking that, you know, the tray opened. And the swap disc will actually come in handy when it comes to the one PAL exclusive game. Because of course the PS2 is, there's probably a free make boot way of bypassing the region lock as well, but the swap disc, it's easy, so. The nice thing with that PAL games actually has NTSC 60 Hz like mode in there, so. Oh yeah, I made the stupid mistake once of going online, like going on the PlayStation Store to renew a license on a game I had purchased, you know, and on my modded PS3, and my PS3 and my account got like banned. Sony, so basically lost my entire account. So yeah, that kind of sucked. It had like a lot of like, you know, games purchased on that account. Sony's like, nope, we're just gonna ban your account now. That was a long time ago, so at this point, you know, pretty much all those digital games, I've gotten physical copies of them since, so it's not really any loss, but it's kind of a slap in the face, especially since, you know, the main reason I modded my systems isn't to play pirated games necessarily. It's to play backups if something goes bad, and it's to bypass stuff like region locking, which is stupid if you ask me. So I can actually play, you know, these physical games I own region without having to worry about regions. Yeah, it's stupid, but you know, it's Sony is Sony. It's just kind of a slap in the face that they could just completely like, oh yeah, you spent $1,000 on your account. Yeah, it's ours. It's our money now. You can't have any back. You know, you're screwed. You're out of luck. Go away. We don't want you on our system anymore. What do I want to throw away here? I'm never gonna use this kapow. Oh yeah, well that's the thing. Like, I didn't even think about it when I went to renew it. It was like a PlayStation 1 game, like a digital PlayStation 1 game. I think it was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And you know, my license, because you know it's one of the PS1 games on PlayStation 3. You have to like go onto the store to renew the license, even though you know you purchased the game, and only the license is only on the system for, you know, a couple months, and you have to go back on to renew it. Stupidest thing ever, but you know, that's one of the reasons I'm not a proponent for like digital games, because all the bullshit like that. And then yeah, I went just to renew my license because you know I purchased the software, and like a week later, I get an email. It's like, yeah, you know, because of you know, you see you had a compromised system. We're gonna ban your system. We're gonna ban your account for accessing the system. Luckily, you know, my PS4 is unaffected because, you know, although obviously anything I'd purchased on that account on PS4 was also lost, but yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried. Like, I can always re-download that stuff if I wanted to. I mean, hey, I got a modded PS3. I can always renew the digital stuff, but you know, like how many digital things they even care about nowadays that I don't have physical copies of? You know what I mean? I'm not worried. The one thing that will suck though is since my PS3 is banned, I can't access the Sony servers. So any games that I play, like PS3 generation games that have patches, I won't be able to download those patches anymore. So that's kind of one downside there. So if there's any sort of game patches on the, short of like getting another PS3 that's not banned, So if there's like any sort of game-breaking bugs, well, by the time I get to the PS3, I'll probably be able to just grab another PS3 and just do it that way. I mean, who knows, by the time I end the PS1 library, this one might just die, because, I mean, I'm using it a lot. Like, geez, how many hours have I put on the PS3 just playing PS1 games, and all the hours before that playing PS3 games. I'm surprised this thing's lasted as long as it did. I say as it suddenly, like, sputters to death. Alright, let's go, let's try that, let's just go save. I'm gonna go try that gargoyle one more time before I go down there. Yeah, like I've got I got the shell on my PS2 that I can just pop the top open, and I've got swap discs. So if I want to play any other region games, I just have to do the swap disc. It's not hard to do. It doesn't take long to do. And nice thing with swap disc too is you can kind of tweak the resolution stuff. I mean, Japanese games is NTSC as well, so but PAL games can do some weird stuff if you don't do some like resolution tweaking, because you know, running 50 hertz. Playing him on the hard drive, I don't know. I'm fine with just playing him off the disc. I mean, if it dies, it dies. I mean, I can always go out and get another PS3, and in the end, I won't give myself an excuse to getting another PS3, because, like I said, you know, just playing physical PS3 games and not be able to patch them is kind of a pain in the ass. But man, compared to my original PS3, because I had an original backwards compatible PS3 way back in the day, and I got the yellow light of death. I sent it out to get repaired, and it lasted me like 9 months, and it died again. So since then, I got like one of the it's not the I guess is the slim model. It's not the super slim. It's like I guess the model between the fat and the slim, the super slim. And it's lasted me since then. Like I don't know how many years I've had this thing, but man, quite a while now. I think once I noticed the fan was running really fast, and it was like it seemed like it was overheating. So I just changed took it apart and changed the thermal paste on the CPU. Hasn't had a problem since. So. Yeah, exactly. Swapping discs is always fun. And when it comes to multi-disc games, well, it's a lot trickier with multi-disc games to do disc swapping without physical discs, so just easier. Where am I going here? I need to go to the courtyard. Yeah, downstairs and then outside. There we go. Yeah, that's another problem too. You know, that's I think my original problem with the PS3. With my original PS3 is I wasn't keeping it like in a very open area. It was kind of like in a closed cabinet, and you know there wasn't like a lot of heat, a lot of airflow, and that's probably what ended up cooking it and causing it to overheat and die. Since then, I've made sure my PS3 isn't like in a wide open cabinet. You know, the back's open, so it's got a lot of airflow. You know, keep it out of direct sunlight, that kind of stuff. Obviously, summertime could be more of an issue possibly, but you know, keep it well ventilated. Makes a big difference. Fall 2018 PS4 update tells you can't update the console further unless you give up your right to sue us. See, that's one of the biggest reasons I'm not a proponent of like digital, because digital releases you don't own any rights to that copy. You're purchasing a license. You're paying the same price as the physical release, but you're only purchasing a license to playing that game. You don't own the game in any way. The company could just be like, all right, the game's gone. Can't do anything about it. This is such bullshit. Physical release, you know, you have the physical copy, it's yours. Company can't go and, like, knock, you know, break down your door and take your copy away from you. So basically, digital releases, digital only releases can just go die in a fire. Well, like here, it's like the worst thing ever. We own nothing, yeah, pretty much. That's the biggest problem with digital. You own absolutely nothing. None of the games in your digital library are yours. So you just, like, the company's just leasing the games to you. Yeah, I'm just saying. Ooh, I think this guy's weak to lightning. No PlayStation, yeah. So, you know, as much as I enjoy Sony devices, Sony even sells... I mean, it's not like Sony's the only one. I mean, I'm sure Microsoft and Nintendo are just as bad for that kind of stuff, but it's just, yeah. Not good when you don't own any of your stuff that you pay with your own hard-earned cash. You have thousands of dollars and then the company just takes it away just because, like, we don't feel like you should own this anymore. But I paid for it. Oh, our money now. See ya. Alright, let's see how bad we die this time. That's the thing, though. You buy PS4 games digitally, but in, you know, 10, 15 years from now, are those games going to be available anymore? You know, like, okay, 10 years probably, but yeah, there's going to be a point where Sony shuts down the PlayStation 3 store. You know, you won't be able to buy PS3 games digitally anymore. You won't be able to buy PSP games digitally anymore. You know, even the PS1 digital copies. And eventually they're going to close it so, like, you won't be able to access that data anymore. Just like they did with the Wii shop and the DS shop. You know, like, those are gone now. You can't download any of that stuff anymore. It's going to happen. That's the problem with digital. You know, it's in the cloud, and eventually the cloud just turns off, and, oh, no longer have access to this stuff. For 10 years old, switch games will flash, yeah. Imagine that. They put like a countdown timer on there, it's like, oh, it's gone. If they did, then holy crap. That'd be bullshit. But I'm sure by then people will find a way of bypassing that. Oh, aren't they releasing 2 Xbox models? Like one with a drive, one without, or something? A cheaper version that I guess is digital only. Xbox sad. Okay, special edition Witcher 3 and PS4 going for $100. Yeah, probably. Things are going so freaking expensive nowadays. Alright, let's see how bad we die, huh? Alright, so we'll put we'll put Edward up front. Take the beating. Assuming, you know, well, Koudelka's just gonna die instantly here. I should have advanced James now. Just like wasted a turn to revive her. Yeah, he did do less damage, didn't he? Last time it was like 5,000 something. Yes, I think we need to boost his strength quite a bit. Yeah, this is like an optional mega boss, obviously. You know, this guy's not gonna be an easy fight. I just want to try for the hell of it. If we even have a possible chance. Magic level went up. Great. Let's move backwards so he can't hit us anymore. Alright, let's buff up his strength. Hopefully we'll get to a point where he'll actually do some damage. That hurts. Well, as long as it doesn't attack twice for every turn that that you can use with oh man, it's hit with poison, silence, and paralysis. Like, wow, this is kind of brutal. I don't think we're going to be able to beat this boss without a lot of grinding. Well, Europe would probably have laws to prevent companies from like taking your digitally owned things, but will that even affect the US in any way? Probably not. Hoits. Well, alright, so he gets 2 attacks for... yeah, there's no way in hell we're even having a chance against this guy. So I figured, like, if at any point he's able to get 2 attacks in for every turn that we get, it's just not going to be possible. I mean, it's barely going to be possible even if you had 1 turn per turn, but... That's the thing, though, like, you know, uh, companies like, you know, Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, and all that stuff, unless it's like a first-party game, they don't really get any money off of those original games anymore. And a lot of times you can't... It's not like there's nothing they can do about it. It's just they don't own the rights to a lot of the licenses from those games. You know, a lot of earlier games, a lot of games, period, you know, the games like license different software libraries. You know, like PS1 games might use some sort of video libraries and that to play video files or music libraries. They don't own the rights to these libraries. They just have a license to use them for like a certain amount of time or whatever. So if you're re-releasing the game, you know there's different kind of terms that they had when they licensed these libraries, and those licenses might have expired, so they're not legally allowed to release these games anymore. So there's a lot of weird legalities like that. It's kind of makes it hard for companies to re-release old content like that. And a lot of these licenses, you know, the license owners either aren't allowing people to relicense, or they're gone, or, you know, the licenses have gone to multiple people, and you just, you know, there's a lot of weird legal stuff that makes it a lot harder to re-release these old things. Huh.
Patrick. Poor Patrick.
Big buckets of
What
wax.
are you doing? What's that? No, don't!
I'm not asking for your help. This is my problem. None of you need to die with me here.
It's convenient. There's like jugs of paraffin wax. I guess it's flammable. Church Cauldron of Light underground. Well, I mean, in the way they see it, it's you know, people are obviously I'm not against, you know, any sort of ROM sites and that, but it's perfectly in Nintendo's right to go against sites that offer their copyrighted content, you know what I mean, out there for free. I can understand on their point of view, but I mean, obviously it sucks, but you know, hey, you can't blame them for protecting their assets, their content. Oh yeah, I mean, physical media is not forever. I mean, nothing's forever, obviously. I mean, digital obviously isn't forever, but yeah, physical content is eventually going to break down. You know, you're going to have disk rot. You're going to have, you know, the degradation of the, you know, the electronic chips in carts. You know, stuff's going to break down. It's just it's going to happen. It's guaranteed to happen. It's just a matter of, you know, when. I mean, generally, physical media definitely lasts longer than digital. You throw Daniel's arm and call the power of fire. Patrick's body. Half-Life retro gaming. Well, Nintendo's the one that's hit the most, right? I mean, small publishers aren't going to have the you know, the money to go after these companies. Nintendo has a lot of games, a lot of history, so it makes sense that, you know, the biggest company is going to go after these sites that are offering up all these ROMs. You're not going to have some like tiny company that doesn't have any money spend tons and tons of money to block, you know, these things. Like, what's in it for them, right? Hey, Burpo. Yeah, that's why you sell them right before the disc rot hits.
Are you sure? Let's proceed. Saint Daniel Scodius, protect us from these evil spirits and grant us inner strength. Amen.
Amen. Run away!
Thou
Sorry,
were
man.
created and born out of dust. Now go quietly and return to thy maker.
Burn, baby, burn. Here are the shadows. Let me play Sony's first party games. Do it. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? It's just like, you know, back in the day, the whole Napster thing, you know what I mean? You don't go after... It's not feasible to go after the people who are downloading this stuff. It's a lot more feasible with people distributing this stuff. Take them down, then you take down a lot of access people have to these things. Check where hill. Roar. No, those thorns were there before. I guess they got pissed off when we started burning the place. Ow! I need to back Koudelka up, actually. You put Edward in front. And took down this C64 port of Mario. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Turning down Windows malware. Ding, 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 ding. That's the problem with a lot of older games, right? A lot of older games nowadays, the rights are, if it's any sort of third-party game, it's a first-party game, you know, the company might retain a lot of the rights, but the third-party games, the rights can often be split across multiple companies. So, remaking those games is basically slim to none. Chance of making those slim to none. Yeah, I guess whatever beef Square had with Nintendo must have gotten resolved recently. Or maybe Square just saw the dollars with the Switch actually being, you know, a decent system. It's the first, like, decent Nintendo system in forever. That wasn't, like, a gimmicky thing. I mean, compared to, like, the Wii and... Of course, he started the whole N64 just not going for the disc-based thing, and... Finally got... Okay, let's see what level 2 does, if it does anything special. Let's move him here, see if he gives us any sort of AoE attack. Let's just wait on it for any AoE effect. Okay, so it does give us 6 AP, but it doesn't seem to have like an area of effect. Didn't hit Koudelka. But double the AP means it'll take us half the time to raise our skill in it. Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, most of the Nintendo consoles got like their own exclusive franchises usually. They didn't usually have the mainline series. Like Final Fantasy 13 was on you know, PlayStation and Xbox, but not on Nintendo, because I mean Nintendo wouldn't have been able to run it. This guy's really strong against physical, I guess. Let's just nuke him, I guess. Yeah, Nintendo's very protective of their IPs. I mean, it's as much as I hate them taking out these awesome fan projects, you know, they're protecting their IPs. It does suck as a fan, but you know, it's perfectly within their rights to do so. Alright, so we can hit for more than 0 damage now. Alright. This guy's basically immune to physical. It's not missing him like most enemies that are basically immune, but it might as well be. Well, the problem with any sort of fan-made things is you gotta remember Nintendo has a lot of that Japanese pride, right? Where, you know, games have to be like almost super perfect before it gets released. Otherwise, you know, makes them look bad in their fans' eyes. So they tend to want to protect that image, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, let's get some more piety here. So I think we're basically at the end of the game here. I mean, we're outside. We're gonna be climbing. Probably climbing up here. Probably gonna be going to the third floor and then climbing up to. I'm betting the boss is gonna be on the top floor of this area. Psycho Luigi, Waluigi. More tentacles. Power. This thing even move? I'm assuming these things don't move. Tornado. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a horror game. Did I ever load my bow? No, I didn't. I see well dick trees yet. Koudelka's getting flustered over there. Wait, how are these things moving? God, yeah. Physical attacks is just... It's just not working anymore. I can't use physical attacks. This does garbage damage. Sucks. Magic, on the other hand. He's like, nope. Let's try giving Edward that sword, the life drinker sword thing. I'm curious to see if it breaks, if it's breakable. It probably is, but like punching damage does nothing now. It's basically it might as well just not exist. I can't raise my strength anymore, other than using spells, constantly buffing myself. Downstairs, I think. It's pretty recently. This game gives you a lot of saves. A lot of temporary save areas, I should say. Air pickaxe. I gotta say, James is like the MVP of this game. No level ups? Okay. I was say, like, nobody leveled up on that one? Yeah, I'm gonna keep bumping her intelligence. Obviously, magic seems to be a really useful thing. Huh. These things give us, like, the ability of raising our stats? I'll take it. What do I want to get rid of here? Boom, 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 boom. Do I need my bow gun? I mean, not really. I don't think I'm ever going to use these spear things. I've yet to figure out what the mask does. I don't think I ever will. I kind of don't want to throw it away, but like, what's it going to do? The fact that it lets us throw it away means it's not important. Hopefully. We get to the end of the game, it's like, oh, you need a mask. Son of a bitch. So these like permanent... Oops. Permanent buffing? Here's the Unravel's vitality. I kind of want to hold on to those until we max out that stat. Like James is getting... it's still pretty far from maxing out vitality, but... I can use it to buff up James' piety. Or Edward, I should say. It's not like I'll be getting to 99 piety anytime in the near future, so... Let's see how much it raises it here. So we currently have 37 base piety. It doesn't even tell you. I gave him 3 points. Now I'm not sure if it's always 3 points or if it's just like a randomized chance, but... Twitch kicked my ass. I think people have seen... I think a lot of channels stream some, like, YouTube videos every once in a while. But I mean, for that stuff, I just I would let people go and see the endings themselves. In case somebody wants to play the game, get the other endings. Okay, am I going? Seems like we're going the right way here. I'm sure I don't miss anything. Okay, I thought there was stairs there. Solutions from an awesome person. That is the best gift in the world. We're still here? Yeah, that's why there was no second floor map for this area. We're like skipping the second floor, go right to the third floor, I guess. That looks very unsafe there. You can see the fire underneath. Yeah, so I figured just skip the second floor completely. Yeah, so there's not really much left on the map, so we've got to be getting near the end here. It's a weird ass monster. Hey Zerdan, how's it going? Miss. I guess we can't kill the back row until the front row's dead. I hate enemies like that in this game. It's like if any of the front row are alive or whatever, then the back row is immune. Just stupid. Oh, probably. I'll get whatever ending I get. Whenever it comes to like multiple ending games, it's not feasible to get the best ending without using a guide or playing the game multiple times. Magic level 1 up. He's like, no! Don't hoit me! Ow! That kind of hurt. Weird how my level went up after, you know, after I attacked with it. Reload my sword or my bow. Jeez. 6,400 hit point heal. Yep, James is a beast. Miss. He's immune to Earth. Roots. Well, those are clearly tentacles. I mean, it has the Tree of Life and everything, but it's only the Tree of Life's tentacles. Let's try... There's something with the fire and water. I mean, I think I want to use water on, like, Tree of Life tentacle things, but let's try Tornado. Yeah. Oh man, the damage from that triple slap is nasty. So that does some damage. Well, rip Edward. Damn, that damage output. Thanks for the bit of the shadows. Call scheme tentacle. Not tentacle at all. It's tentacruel. Hentai. If it was like a modern game, then yeah. Probably. I need to heal here. Let's try to heal Edward and just back up. I'll pity the tentacle. Or, you know, just die. That'll work too. Alright, time to see what level 2 revive does. So when I revived, yeah, it seems that I heal you more. So when I revived Edward was like 3,000 something. But also costs double the cost. Which is super annoying. Like 2 cents, yeah, pretty much. It's a lot of money. What you convert. This thing's got a lot of hit points. God damn it, I can't cast the heals in time. Alright, he's almost dead because he's running away. I'm not sure if these are random encounters or like they're... I have a feeling these are like scripted encounters on their way up here. Because these are random encounters. They're pretty damn tough random encounters. Well, that's the thing. I mean, it feels like it is, kind of. It definitely feels like it's a scripted one, not like a random one. So if it is scripted, then it's pretty much a boss fight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's nuke it. Yeah, it doesn't really feel battle theme-ish. Could actually guess the killing blow. Feel good, but it doesn't feel like a battle theme. Hopefully everybody leveled up and got all their mana back, especially James. I guess keep pumping vitality up. More piety so I can actually cast more spells, because all my spells are getting more and more expensive as they go along. Yeah, it seems like all these are giving us intelligence, and now I'll see if my intelligence can go past 99. Is there... No, there's no like save point, eh? Oh, whatever. I'll just lose 1. Because my intelligence is already maxed out on James, so... Let's see if he gave him more. My guess is no. Yeah, so you can't go past 99. That's unfortunate. Should give it to Koudelka, but... I had to do it for science! I'll pick up that flame sprite instead of her feet. Maybe they are random encounters. They're like endgame random encounters. No, this one's definitely a random encounter. The last one didn't feel like a random encounter. This one just seems like just a random mix of enemies, so... Yeah, I mean, looking at the map, there's not much left on the map to visit. So I probably have to get to the top of this place, and then that's probably the end. Maybe a big final mega boss. We still have to destroy, what's her name's body? Elaine, I think was her name? I'm assuming she's hanging out on top of this spire that we're climbing right now. Alright. These physical attacks aren't gonna work. Magic attacks, on the other hand, quite effective. The sword does look pretty badass. Need level 2 magic? Which does not. Boing. That wasn't damage, that's nothing. You guys and your wimpy attacks. Yeah. My problem is like the one and only tune in the entire game. Except during cutscenes, is every once in a while you get like some haunting kind of vocal. But this is the only song in the game. The entire rest of the game, you just have environmental noises and that's it. Ding, ding, ding. Next generation is almost here. I'll be hitting next gen today. Alright. Intelligence of Vitality. Kinda want agility too, but keep bumping up her vitality. And we leveled up twice in that fight. Yep. Alright, there's no point going past 9999. There's no point putting any more points in vitality here. Guess we'll raise agility. Although I guess more vitality, I think, also increases your defense, right? Whatever. It's not going to take much more physical damage anyways. How did a random encounter give us, like, 2 levels worth of experience? Like, what the hell? That was a pretty easy random encounter, too. Oh yeah, I mean, it's just like, we're just dipping our toes in the next generation. Yeah, James is a beast. Is there... I don't notice any... Yeah, I don't see any save points climbing up. Maybe a good idea to go back and save... Let's see. Let's just keep going up for a little bit and... So right now, what floor are we on? Yeah, looks like we're going inside probably and then climbing this tower. So maybe once we go inside there'll be a save point, or a temporary save point. Hey, Dragon Soul. 4,888 hours. Getting so close to the 5,000. Big 5k hours. There we go. Temporary save. You got a big flower in the center. Some creepy sound effect in the back. This definitely feels like end game. But where Elaine's body is going to be, and of course, you know, we're going to have to fight her. click too fast there. Here. So I didn't see what it said there. This is a 4-disc game. Disc 4 seems like it's going to be a pretty short disc, considering I started disc 4 basically when I started the game, so... That's the problem when you do like the mashing the X button in order to find things. When something actually shows up, you're like clicking past the thing because you're just mashing it. It's like, didn't read that. It's a spiritual prequel of the Shadow Hearts series, or rather, the Shadow Hearts are a spiritual successor of this game. Yeah, there's a pop-up that came up. I didn't have a chance to read what it said. Good. And then we got a cutscene. It's like, all right, let me just reset because I just saved. Spent all my time in MMORPG, I'd be like level 2. Yeah, like I've played the Shadow Hearts games. I've never played this one before. You can feel a pulse in the plant. Previously steady, it suddenly picks up pace until it feels as though the plant will explode. Boss time. Lane. You. He's firing my laser. She's slightly naked. Those jiggle physics. That was an easy boss fight. God, this thing's a nightmare fuel. Buttermoon does turn me off a bit. Unless you're an insectophile, and then... Or spiders are. Arachnophile? Pendant? Oh, is that what she used? Yeah, the pendant was the thing. Well, we needed the pendant. That was we picked that up in order to progress past a waterfall. It was like Koudelka's pendant. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to progress in the game unless you picked up the pendant. Unless who did I equip the pendant on actually? Oh, I did put it on her. Maybe I had to put it on her. I just did because, I don't know. Made sense. Well, I guess you could destroy it, but you had to pick it up in order to even get through the waterfall area. I'm pretty sure. But I guess if you destroyed it, or maybe if you gave it to somebody else, I don't know, or didn't wear it. It just doesn't seem like it'd be something you can miss. I ain't caught up with you. I guess there's like a timer here. Got some new music. I'm guessing we have to run away, but let's just try fighting her for the hell of it. Curious to see how much, if any, damage we can do. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a boss theme, right? It sounds way too happy. An AoE attack. 0 damage to James. James has a little bit of a high piety. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, miss. So I figured. Probably not supposed to fight her. Let's try using magics for the hell of it, but odds are... Yep, can't hit her, so I gotta run away. I figured as much, but wanted to find out just in case. Can't escape or I failed to escape. Maybe we just have to like reload and just not let her catch up with her or catch up with us. Just reload. Just gotta go really fast up the stairs, I guess. From the cutscene from when you don't have the pendant. Well, I saved after using the pendant, so my last like non-pendant save would be pretty far back. I mean, that not that far back, but it'd be quite a few fights back, anyways. Fights aren't exactly short. Ba-bum-bum. So I'm pretty sure this was right after the pendant, or did I? Yeah, I saved right after the pendant. So yeah, YouTube exists. People can look it up. I'll probably look it up myself after the stream. Right. Run! Alright, so it seems like she catches up with us all the time here. So... I wonder if we can actually use the pendant. I'm pretty sure if we were able to escape, it would say something different other than like you failed to escape. It would just say something like she actually hit James. It would say something like you failed to escape. So just you can't escape, so we can't do any damage, so I can't use something that's equipped on me, so can I? No. I tried taking on the gargoyle, but it was like not possible. You just have to survive like a certain number of turns with her. Yeah, it's definitely not letting us escape. With the life drinker. I'm kind of curious if we can break the life drinker or not. It's very happy music. Okay. So we can do magic damage, so... Let's see if any of them does more damage than the others. Physical damage, obviously, seems useless. Let's put Edward up front just to tank the boss. Let's go there and, like, do nothing. So fire to about 2,000. Let's try Geyser. Yeah. The waiting thing in this game is so annoying because you wait. You have to wait like 6 times. Right, that does very little. You have to wait like 6 times in order to pass your entire turn. It's nice that it gives you like a little bit of a bump, so you can just wait for 1 turn kind of thing. It's also annoying if you want a character just to skip their turn completely. Good. Just bump back Koudelka. You can cast heal, yeah. Well, it does about the same damage as Flare, but it's like half the cost. James is taking no damage. I wonder if Reflex works on this breath attack. This breath attack does decent damage, so if they cast Reflect on everybody, it could potentially be really good blowback damage. Except for James, because of course James gets 0 damage anyways. There you go. Never tried healing somebody who's got Reflect on. My guess is it wouldn't work, but I can always use an item, so not too worried. Good. So Reflect does work. Alright, so it seems like she's immune to... Although she may be right now doing that weird shake thing, so I bet you she's in like the, you know, only take physical damage stage. Like that one dude we fought who's doing the same thing. Let's see here. Nope. Alright, so my best bang for my buck was Tornado. Seems to do about the same damage as Flare, but it's half the cost. Still gonna be a long fight, though. At least we're not missing, which means that, you know, potentially kill her here, but I mean, she's obviously wouldn't be the final fight because there's still a bunch of stairs up, so it's just like a stepping stone. She poisoned. Oh yeah, she poisoned herself because of that reflect. It's awesome. Great, James is poisoned now. Okay, Koudelka no longer has reflect. Let's heal ourselves. As if his thing went off. Well, although, I guess if she reflects... What happens if she casts Reflect on herself? Does it hit the boss? Guess we'll find out. We'll see if healing ourselves even counts as Reflect. And technically, if she's casting on herself and she reflects herself, it'll hit herself too, right? That's Elaine. She's like the main reason we came to the monastery. This was the Koudelka. We're supposed to destroy her body. Okay, it seems like you can heal yourself with Reflect on at least. I'm not sure if that's because we're casting a heal on ourselves and reflect off ourselves and hit us anyways, or it just bypasses the Reflect. She must be getting low on health. She's running away. It's usually a pretty good indication that she's near death. Spiderweb, yep. She's having an epileptic seizure over there. Yeah, so it's probably her first form. Unless we didn't actually kill her yet. Hopefully we get some experience though and like heal up again. I do have a bunch of elixirs and stuff, but nope. Guess we don't level up in between fights, so either we didn't get any experience or nobody leveled up. Odds are more likely that let's use some MP. God, James's MP is so high. It doesn't even look like it's even moving. Spider Widow, yeah. I guess her husband is dead. Well, they were never married, right? I mean, Patrick was trying for her hand. Wait, were they married? Because I know she got killed by the robbers that came and robbed her house. I don't know if they're actually, maybe they were engaged at that point, or they actually married at that point. Get the specifics, but... I can cut up with you. Yay. We're married? Okay. Her and Patrick are married. Now she probably has, like, even more help. I'm betting this time is going to be the reverse of last time. Last time she was like immune to magic attacks. I bet you this time she's going to be immune to physical... or she was immune to physical attacks. Bet you this time she's going to be immune to magic attacks. I'm calling it now. Still need to cast Reflect though. The answer is... maybe not. God damn it. Wasted that strength cast. Alright, let's cast Reflect. Was she doing physical attacks last time? We missed last time, unless... oh, let's see, let's try magic. Unless, of course, there's like a dexterity requirement to hitting her. Just throw an item on. Let's see if the Reflect does any damage to her. Okay, so at least the Reflect does damage, so... doesn't seem to be absolutely immune to magic. It does in fantasy. Let's try Tornado again, because that's what hurt her last time. Or hurt her the most. Okay, so that heals her, so definitely no magic, so it must be physical attacks then. Unless only a specific magic spell hurts her. So I need to equip an item or weapon. Probably something that gives me a lot of dexterity. He's good with... let's go with clubs. Okay, yeah. So definitely physical is the way to go. So let's pump up his strength like crazy here. Let's see if her life drinker does any damage. Alright, life drinker is actually very good, so let's bump up Koudelka's strength, I guess. Life drinker next to water sword. Gotta love those golden showers. I call boss Elaine. Elaine is like the scariest boss name ever. Oh crap, yeah. Okay, so reflect does reflect you. So that kind of sucks. Means I can't heal myself. um. This light drinker lasts throughout the battle and doesn't break. Now I wonder if the reflect, like the damage of reflection, is based on the piety of the person. Or if it's just purely based on... Wait, everyone's gonna have to back up a bit here. Screw it. If he dies, I'll just resurrect him. He's pissed at an MK11. Wait, what do they do with MK11 now? Everybody's poison reflected. Let me guess, some sort of microtransaction bullshit, as usual. Oh wow. Just took 2,800 damage from James' reflection. Here I thought maybe like James, his reflection would do less damage. I guess it's based on your intelligence, but then why does Edward's reflection do more damage than Koudelka's reflection? Either way, reflection damage is insane. Use your art style. How dare they try something new? How dare they? Oh, Koudelka actually does pretty good damage with that. Yeah, I kind of wish I was able to figure out how to get that Sacknot sword. But I'm pretty sure killing the gargoyle is the requirement for that one. Because I have all the pieces of the idol stuff, and I never went back there recently, though. No, I did go back there not that long ago. Unless I missed an idol piece somewhere. Not too worried. Okay, Koudelka needs Reflect. Fire leave from enemy from Wicked City. Is she that bad? She's gotta be close to death again. You usually tell when they're close to death. Go hide out in their little corner. Yep. Rip. Oh, I mean, she's very lewd too. She's like completely naked. She has some boob jiggle physics going on when during the cutscene. Yeah. Doesn't seem like we get experience in these battles, which is unfortunate, but whatever. I mean, the only upside of the experience is that you don't have to heal up, get free heals. Alright. So I guess next, I mean, we're as far up on the map as we can go, so obviously the next encounter is probably the last one. It's jiggle physics. You get slightly less waifu-like now. Oh, you wanted a spider, lady. There you go. No physics, yeah. It's pure jiggle. Alright, so obviously her final form. So, I'm wondering if she's immune to anything. Maybe she's not immune, but she's probably going to be tough as hell. So first thing you want to do is get Reflect up on anybody. Koudelka is kind of... she doesn't have much health, so it's kind of scary. I think her strength up is probably important, though. She's got a pretty good weapon. Well, I mean, we fought her twice already. Alright, let's see if we can do any damage at all. Not much. Doesn't do that much damage. "95 bonfires begin renting out enemy." Yeah. So it does some damage. Yeah, so definitely need to cast Reflex here. Gonna do a breath attack again. Yeah, so Reflect is definitely necessary here. Ooh, boy is it ever. Even James took some damage. South Park one is 9. So this looks like a cartoon. Boy, Mom, were you wrong? Oh, my magic level went up. Yeah, you can cast Reflect on multiple people now. Ow! I guess Reflect can't reflect physical damage. Jesus. Looks like this RPG has a difficult boss. Just slightly. Wait, does Reflect not work? Or did... I guess because Edward's version of Reflect is so weak, it lasted like one turn. Should she get like double attacks here? Well, looks like we're restarting this fight. Well, I do have Roman nuts, so let's use some of those. Alright, the thing I need to do is cast... need to revive Koudelka. Oh yeah. I can need a secondary, like, reflector slash healer here. Problem is this light blade is so... makes me so slow. Alright, let's cast reflect on him. It's gonna be a fun fight. Gotta say. Very fun fight. Best bet is just to have the reflect do the work for us, I think. If, you know, doesn't miss her. Let's use this. See how much damage this does, if any. Some decent damage. Alright, so Reflect is definitely doing its job, but... Problem is now Koudelka is behind. I can't revive her because the boss moved forwards. Shit. We're definitely in trouble now. I wonder if I have any way of pushing this boss back in any way. Got my reflector's gone. I'm Setsuna. Yeah, most of them are like more like not necessarily indie titles, but they're the smaller affairs now than they used to be. You still have some like big, quote unquote, big ticket ones like the you know, Dragon Quest XI, for example, but you start any good? Nah, I wouldn't really call it good. Good, cast a spell. It was okay, but it was nothing like the original ones. The main problem here with the reflect is that I can't reflect, like, I'll reflect the damage output. I can't heal him. Okay, let's just see if we can somehow make her back up, so I can hopefully possibly revive Koudelka. No. This is gonna be a fun boss fight. Great. Just keep casting. Oh, freaking hell! Like, what damage? Like, what the hell? And of course, now she moves forward, so I can't revive my guys. That's one system. One thing I really hate about this game is the horrible, like, horrible revive system. An enemy moves past your front line, you can't revive anybody in the same line as the enemy or further. So right now I'm dead. Like, I can't revive my guys. There's nothing I can do here. Other than, like, move over here and use the guys as shelter so she can't do physical attacks and only do magical attacks. This might actually work. I mean, she could potentially... You know, I almost have to do that on purpose. Have Edward and her die, like, right, you know, in front of me and, like, 2 steps in front of me, so that the enemy cannot physically attack me. Can't reach me to do a physical attack. And then just use Reflect, keep myself reflected, so I'll reflect all her magic. So it's possible. It's just... I just have to hope I don't get a case where Reflect comes off right when she's about to cast a spell. Because she's going to kill herself with Reflex, so... It's got to make sure every time he gets a turn, the Reflect is still on. Although I guess I could preemptively cast Reflect. Because I can reflect myself. Eh. I'll take whatever cheesy way I can. And the game kind of makes reviving your dudes a real pain in the ass. Like, I cannot revive my dudes because the enemy is too far forward. Like, that's stupid. So, you know what? The game's gonna do stupid shit like that. I'm gonna beat the game in its own game. It's all about the stinky cheese. The stinkier the cheese, the better. Like, she's not making an effort. I mean, she would have to go like a long way around to reach me with physical attacks, and that would take her more than one turn. So the enemy AI is just like, well, I can't do this. So she's just going to constantly cast spells. And we'll reflect them back to her. Well, Reflect technically did reflect, but we reflected on himself because he was the originator of the reflect, right? What's she gonna do there? So it reflects back to the person who cast the spell. So technically, Aw, she's healing herself. God damn it. I guess I can just nuke her. Like, why am I just waiting here? Hopefully she out-damages the healing that she does. Like, as long as she just doesn't suddenly go into, like, a healing chain, where she's just constantly healing. Because I have no way of reviving my dudes. I mean, I have ways of reviving my dudes, but the game is not letting me revive my dudes. I can't seem to be able to push her back in any possible way here. Right now she's about to heal herself again. Can I cast Reflect on her? No. I wonder if I can... If I cast Reflect on her and she tries to... No, if I cast Reflect on her and she heals herself, it's going to reflect back on herself anyways, so... Still not going to work. Oh, I'm not worried about MP. I've got tons of elixirs in my inventory, which will give me all my MP back, so MP is definitely not a concern. Even if this is like a 5-hour fight, I'll out-MP her. As long as she doesn't go into a healing, like a healing loop. If she heals every once in a while, not too bad, but if she heals, like... She heals for 5,000. So if she's taking less than 5,000 damage every time she heals, before she heals, then we're screwed. Just gotta find which spell does the most damage. So far they all seem to be doing about the same. I can also just buff my stuff, like my intelligence up a bunch and do even more damage. Just gotta keep on my eye on Reflect, make sure I never run out of Reflect. Hey, Tears. Yeah, so no spells are doing more than 1,000. So let's see if we can boost our intelligence a bit here. Just gonna heal up again. Yeah, see, she's healing for... She took like 3,000 damage and healed for 5,000, so we're definitely in an issue. Like, we've got a problem here. Reflect just came off, so I need to cast that ASAP. I mean, I would have to... I mean, I could easily keep 2 characters alive, because the boss won't be able to go behind us, so if we had, like, let's say Koudelka block off... No, that wouldn't work. I was trying to think of a way that... Because the boss cannot walk on the same square as a corpse. No, yeah, I wouldn't be able to keep 2 people alive guaranteed, so... I was trying to think of a way that could do that. It's so stupid that you can't revive somebody who's in the same row as an enemy. You can't push back the enemy, you're screwed. There should be a spell that's like a knockback spell that purposely just knocks them back 1 square. I hope that they don't walk back towards you. Let's fortify your intelligence. The problem is her physical damage. Her physical damage does, like, if she does that super attack that hits like 10 times there, it does like 3,000 a time. You're not surviving that. Edward's got, like, even at maxed out magic, he's got, or HP, he's got like 9,999. He can survive 3 of those. He takes like 5 or 6. How are you supposed to survive that? Nice. So right now we're she healed up for 5,000. She's going to take about 6,000 damage, or at least we're in the positive now. Maybe she only heals up if we're attacking her. Maybe she doesn't try to heal if she's taking damage from herself. Maybe. I could keep fortifying my intelligence. Seems like she's going into healing mode again. And I'll eventually, if I keep upping my intelligence, I'll eventually have a lot of int and be able to do a lot of magic damage. As long as I don't let Reflect go off. And I'll eventually outlast her. We're still in a net positive there. And the fact that she's healing so much means she's got to be close to death. Like, bosses generally don't go into a healing loop unless they're close to death. So as long as I can just, even just barely outdamage the healing she does. But the problem is she's going to heal instead of attacking me. I don't know if she'll do 2 heals in a row type thing, right? So I'd have to almost do like 5,000 damage per turn, which is a tall order. He's a can of raid, yeah. So right now we buffed our intelligence by 9 points. Not a huge amount, but see if that does any more magic damage. I gotta cast and reflect on myself before I do anything else, though. It's probably about to come off. Yeah. Arcades is definitely creepy. Increasing our intelligence does do more reflect damage too, so it's actually a double whammy. Yeah, so I figured reflect's about to come off. We should be fine. Got a lot of piety. Do need to heal up though. Yeah, it's all about using the strats that the game gives you, considering you can't take physical damage here. So it's not like I had access to any armor in the game. I've seen 2 pieces of armor drop in the entire game, which is like, how are you supposed to do anything with 2 pieces of armor? Just healing yourself again. Alright, let's gotta heal ourselves before we do anything else. She's got really high agility too. Is she healing herself again? If she does a double heal, we're screwed in terms of okay, no. It's just another kind of attack. Reflect is pretty damn powerful in this game. It's like 100% reflect. Enemies don't seem to counter-reflect. Alright, let's try... see how much damage it did. Last time it was like 1,300 or something. Alright, so our damage output didn't really go up at all. It's gonna take a while. Guess we gotta pump in more, Hopefully she hurts herself quite a bit there. So I'm gonna heal now. Yep. Stop healing yourself. Six hours later, I have 999 intelligence. Here for 9,999 damage. Koudelka's corset, yeah. Kind of hard to see there. His reflex is probably bound to come off here, so I gotta recast it before I do anything else. It's gonna take a while. And she's probably just hovering just like at the point where she's about to die, but she's constantly out healing. She does about 5,000 damage to herself, and then she heals for like 5,500. Occasionally she throws in another attack in. Yeah, corsets were not fun to wear. I'm just gonna heal up probably. Oh, she's doing another attack. That's good. Now she's in the negative. Because that'll be like about 7,000 damage she did to herself now. With reflex. More than 7,000, like 7,500 almost. She's gonna heal for 55, so it's still 2,000 negative. Oh, she's actually doing another one here. My chance. Let's smack her with, like, I don't know. Later, I don't think it really matters, but. Of course, it induced organ. Well, probably, yeah. The organs weren't really well understood back then. Have the thinnest waist possible. Wait, 385? Okay, she's gotta be dead here. There's no way she would only take 385 damage. She must have butt herself down to like 1 HP or something. If she can't kill. I figured she can't kill herself with reflect damage. James, MVP of this game. Doggo, please. I'm really happy she didn't heal there. You're dead, Koudelka. Get back down. Bluey! Did I win? Of course I did. Well, technically, James just reflected all their damage back to her.
I have seen the most interesting happenings. It would be a waste to go back to sleep just yet.
Roger Bacon is the best.
Hey, Koudelka. I wonder what she was about to say.
Dead people don't speak. It's just in your memories.
Huh? Is that how you explain what we just saw?
I guess.
Memories. Somebody told me that after a loved one's death, all we have is memories. In these, we maintain an eternal bond with the dead.
I have to die. I don't die in boss fights. I guess I can force myself to die just once. Just to make chat happy. Stop timer here though, because obviously GG. Like the under ending more. Does everybody die and like Earth is destroyed? I know, right? Happiest ending ever. How's it going, Car? Still win, but do you really win? I guess we'll find out in a few minutes. This little chorus here. Win better. Oh, more like a roguelite. It's next gen, close enough. Oh, what the hell just happened to the... the hell happened to the credits there? Credits are just like, nope. Missing half the credits game. Must be a PS3 thing. Not like there's much to see. Motion capture. So there was motion capture. Definitely felt like the characters definitely moved quite naturally. It definitely sounds like they were acting like on stage. Like it definitely wasn't sound booths. It was professional actors, or at least like stage actors doing a play. It was definitely pretty decent acting. Missed all of this, Jadis. Yeah, the combat is pretty. I mean, the whole row system, and you know, you're not being able to move past a row of enemies until you defeat the front line, and even worse, if the enemy defeats one of your characters and then moves forward, you have nothing you can do. You cannot revive your characters unless you somehow push back the enemy. That's a stupid system. I mean, that fight there. I mean, I could not. There's nothing I could do. I cannot push back the boss. So Koudelka and Edward were lost to me. I had no way of reviving them. So it's definitely a bad design. Dead. With the name of the song, I guess. Well, I mean, if I just have to die during that fight, that doesn't take long. In terms of reloading and trying without the pendant, how far am I to where I have to use the pendant? I'd have to go through a few fights. Kind of a pain. I could try it, but I could probably. I wonder if no. I'm not sure if they're random encounters or they're actual like forced encounters. They're forced encounters. Like Wouldn't take that long, I guess, but just nuke the hell out of everything. I mean, obviously did the hardest ending right now. If the hardest ending is like killing her, easier one's just dying. Tester, like one tester, one lead tester and one tester. Yeah, yeah. The AI. I mean, the AI could potentially walk around both of them. What the hell are these credits? It would have to walk around Edward and Koudelka to get to us. They could have done it, but what the hell are these credits? All of a sudden, like the credits are just like noping it out of there. It's a good thing it's not an FMV or something. I'm guessing the PS3 doesn't like scrolling text. I'm surprised. I'm happy there's no like technical issues with 4 discs. Anytime you have a multi-disc game, it's always scary if there's like, is one of the discs gonna be scratched in a weird way. Yeah, it's obviously some sort of bug. Nothing terrible. Who cares about the credits? Right, any sort of special. The end. That no special FMVs. Like, I guess we'll try the you die ending. And time for New Game Plus. Not even. Yeah, I've only had what 3 crashes in total. It seemed to happen mostly when I switched discs. I'm thinking something to the effect, maybe the way the PS3 does the disc switching. Maybe it like was trying to read data on like a part of the new disc where it would have been on the old disc. Maybe that somehow causes a crash. That's just theorizing because it seems a lot of times the few crashes we had were shortly after a disc swap. It was always in battle. Every time. Oftentimes, I think most of them happen when, like, right at the beginning of the battle, like, the battle was loading up and then just froze. One of them, we had, like, a hang, where there's animations are still going, but nothing was moving, nothing was going on. Doesn't get the canon ending. I want the canon ending. Yeah, the ending where we won. That is the canon ending. I'm trying to remember if we saved after the second fight or after the first fight. I don't know if it let us save again. I think we're... Yeah, we're gonna have to have one more... Have to redo this one fight, I guess. So this one we just have to use physical damage. So as usual, just reflect everybody and then punch her really hard. Yeah, I tried the gargoyle again. It doesn't seem like it'd be worth. I'd have to do a lot of grinding to kill the gargoyle. It's not worth it. And we beat the game. I mean, it's just an optional boss. Like, what would it give us? Another weapon? I'm thinking probably that Saknoth sword. So it was like, eh. No, it's natural leveling. I don't even have his vitality max. Wait, is this the... Wait, is this the magic one? Do we have to fight both of these? I thought we saved after the first one. Maybe not. Maybe it didn't give us a save after the second one, after the first one. Oh well. So we'll find out with Koudelka. No, it's definitely the magic one. You need Saknoth sword. So how do you get the Saknoth sword? I thought the Saknoth sword would be the reward for killing the gargoyle. Because I figured it had something to do with those statues. I used all the icons that I had on those statues, and it didn't unlock the Saknoth sword. The Saknoth sword was still stuck in there. I wonder if I'm gonna say after I do this, I can just go back down and save. But there's no point because it's going back up and then just dying on purpose. That's what I assumed, but people were using the Saknoth sword to attack it. Honestly, the Saknoth sword is not the reward. Gargoyle killer? It's the gargoyle killer. Where do you find that? I've never seen that. Okay, that's what I figured. Because the fact that the Saknoth sword was right next there, I figured the gargoyle was the key to unlocking it. The game at specific times you get items quietly pop in your inventory. Oh yeah? That's kinda weird. So if you save it at a specific time, you just like get it. So yeah, basically without using a guide you would never get that. Pretty much is what you're saying. So it definitely seems to be one of those, like, you gotta buy the strategy guide to get... like, here's your reward for buying the strategy guide. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a strategy guide thing, like purposely designed for you to buy the strategy guide. 11, 11, 11 with 10, 21, 32, or 43 things in your inventory. Wow, yeah. That's definitely a strategy guide thing. There's absolutely no way somebody would accidentally do that. It's way too specific to be something somebody would like run into by accident. Oops, about to die. Reflectors off. I think she's one hit away from dying. Actually, not dead yet. Oh, never mind. Number 1. Got another one we gotta kill. Physical attacks. And, well, reflex. Reflex seems to be the best way of killing all of them. And third one should be easy, we just have to die. Something caught up with you. Love he takes 0 damage and he still gets knocked back somehow. It's logic. That's right, go hide in your corner. Just out of my range. Oh crap. Alright, don't use whatever weapon I was using there, because apparently that heals her. Luckily she didn't actually take any damage before we healed her, accidentally. Aw. Game's damage missed her. That sucks. If that's air. Maybe any sort of elemental one's a bad idea. Let's try using a crossbow, maybe. And one thing I'm not going to miss about this game is the really slow combat, because every time you cast a spell or do anything, it takes like 5 to 10 seconds to reload all the models in. It's so freaking slow. Hey Dragoon, how's it going? Yeah, that's the majority of our damage in this. It's just the reflect damage is crazy high. Cast reflect on myself. She dead? Yeah. This version of front mission, nice. Another one of those weird games that, you know, the first one we get is numbered Front Mission 3 in the US. So, like, you get Front Mission 3 and all of a sudden, like, alright, where's Front Mission 1 and 2? Never got it. Alright, so now we just have to die. We've seen this cutscene. Have to try to die now. I guess it's not going to be too hard. Don't cast Reflect and walk up to her and take melee damage. Ah, time to die. It's surprisingly easy to die in this fight. It's not gonna have to try very hard, but how the hell I actually survived it the first time? It's a good thing those corpses provided a barrier for me. Most of the game wasn't super hard. I mean, some of the boss fights are obviously quite hard. The optional Dark Gargoyle fight, which I never beat. And this one here was definitely quite brutal. There's also some other bosses that had, you know, specific requirements where you couldn't take melee damage and just overall in the late game. I mean, I made Edward mainly like a physical, like a punching attacker, but even at maximum strength towards the end game, he was doing practically 0 damage. You needed to have over 99 strength to even do any damage. The only way to get more than 99 is to wield a weapon, which if you're using your hands, unless you get some of the very uncommon like claw damage or claw weapons, you're basically doing nothing. I guess I could just kept switching weapons and just the breaking weapons overall. If the weapons weren't breakable, it wouldn't have been a lot better. Just having breakable weapons is a pain in the ass. You couldn't concentrate on like a certain weapon skill because you just run out of weapons. Especially once you get to like level 2 and level 3, you go through your weapons so fast because you're hitting 3 times. You're using your ability 3 times as fast. Alright, that's what kind of ending we get.
Is this my fault? Do you blame me? Are you punishing me now because the path to my faith was tainted? I accept my fate. If it is your wish, then I accept my fate. He who has an ear, let him hear. If anyone is to go into captivity he will go. If anyone is to be killed with the sword he will be killed. I am what I am. I am content with my lot. I have always loved you, Waylaid.
Power of Christ compels you. Yeah, the audio is all over the place sometimes. Hello, Elaine.
Let's go home, James. Let's go home. I have such fond memories of those days.
No! Flames are coming this way!
Don't be silly. There must be something we can do.
That's right, just like pick her up for no apparent reason. It's not like she's hurt.
Trust me.
They were never heard from again. Yeah, it definitely seems like a better ending.
In these crazy times, young people push themselves too much.
Ah, the sun came out. I prefer it a little hazier, though.
What were they doing in that tent?
Goodbye. We'll probably never see each other again.
Hey, your nickname. Slato? What does it mean? I haven't even asked you yet. Will you tell me?
Slato.
It means treasure.
Oh, that's rich. I'll remember that. Treasure.
Is it okay, child, for you not to follow him?
Yeah, it's okay. I have a feeling that someday, somewhere, we'll meet again.
How is like the you actually won against the boss fight the worst ending of the two? It's like this definitely feels like the right ending here. Like this is like the good ending, and then you actually beat the boss and you get the crappy ending. Like what kind of bullshit is that? So you just get a cutscene where everybody's crying. It's like, all right, that's it. I wonder if you get any sort of different. No. Well, I'll go through here again. Yeah, I'm assuming the ending screen is probably going to be the same. So the only thing left is try to get to the first part with her without the pendant, I guess. I just have to, I guess, destroy the pendant in my inventory. Problem is, I have to go through a bunch of fights. We can look up YouTube for that one. Alright, so yeah. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break while these credits play, just in case there's something else, like anything special at the end of this version of the credits. I can't see there being. And I'll get the next game ready. So I'll be back in just a minute. What do you mean, uh-oh? Is it that bad? Alright, let me update my spreadsheet. Screen's probably gonna stutter for a bit while the web browser loads. April 24th. Rating wise, I think a 4-star. I mean, the story is great in this game. Good kind of atmosphere. Combat is a little meh. Overall, was a pretty good game. Well, I never had one either, but well, that's the thing. It's a roguelite game. It's not quite a roguelike like Chocobo's Dungeon 2. It has like randomized kind of dungeons and that. So it's not a style that's for everybody. So that's why people playing it probably weren't. It wasn't what they expected. So that could be why it gets some hate. It's probably not gonna be terrible though. 2011-09. Go. Koudelka. I don't know why the credits do that. I'm assuming the way they did the credits is probably like a series of scrolling images, and I don't know, something screws up with the loading and they just like disappear. Time stalkers, alright. Spreadsheet is updated, I believe, yeah. $218. Time stalkers. Dreamcast. Alright, we got the same end screen. Figured as much. Alright, so that is game 217. Officially done.